joining us later, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're already here on the in the video watching, thank you for joining us tonight. It is a beautiful evening here in Vermont. It's kind of on the cool side, which is not unusual for February. We missed the big storm. It all hit Massachusetts and maybe a little bit of southern Vermont. We're up in the northwest part of Vermont, so we didn't see a thing. Which is depends on how you feel. If you're an avid skier, that is a bad thing. If you're um, don't like the cold weather and snow and shoveling, then it's a good thing. So personally, I'd like to see a little snow. It's kind of good for us. It's good for our the water tables here, and we have a well, so I'm always glad to see we have a lot of snow in winter. We haven't had anything. In fact, most of the snow is gone. My backyard, there's just a few patches here and there, and that's it. Very unusual for February for us. And we just got over a really warm spell, up to in the upper 50s in some places around here. So, which is maybe even broken a couple records, I think. But be that as it may, we're in for some cold weather and maybe some snow by this weekend, which is okay. I'm ready for it. So, okay, let me think here. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, the usual spiel here. Okay, so I use PayPal for invoicing. After you bid in the chat here, make sure you're in live chat. And I know on my computer it always goes into top chat, so I have to click on where it says top chat and change it to live chat. So be sure you're doing that. Bidding is done in there. If you're new, please send me your PayPal information, like your email address that you use for PayPal, your shipping address, and if your PayPal if your YouTube name is different from your real name, send me both. Send me your YouTube name and say, oh, this is my real name. And that happens a lot. So be sure you do that. Otherwise, I get a little confused. Somebody sends me their information and I say, oh, I wonder if that's so-and-so whose YouTube name is this. So, and for example, look at mine. Mine is Vintage Dust by George G. So, if somebody gets my email, they might know it's me, they might not. So, and my email is there on the screen. So, hopefully that's good. I can post it in the chat as well if it's needed. If that makes it easier, just let me know. And let's see. Oh, I use Pirate Ship for shipping. I do the best I can to make sure I keep it the best deal we can for you. And of course, I want to make sure I package things in ways that there's no damage, particularly glassware and things like that. I use a lot of bubble wrap or peanuts or whatever I think is best for that particular item. What we have tonight is a variety of stuff. If you saw the preview, and I've added a few more things, of course I always do, to the list of things. We usually go about a couple hours. So, and as you see, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. You can see my little Happy Valentine's bear up there in the corner. And I hope everybody has a good Valentine's Day tomorrow. We're looking for a chilly one, but otherwise okay. Your wife and I will just go to take out. We're not going to go out. The restaurants are just too crazy. We have a lot of good restaurants around here, but it gets a little crazy at times, especially with the holidays. And the other big thing that's coming up in April, if you haven't heard, is we have the solar eclipse, which is going to be hitting Vermont smack dab in the middle, right? Vermont is supposed to be one of the best places to see this upcoming solar eclipse on April 8th. And they are talking about tens, maybe even over 100, up to 100,000 people or more visiting Vermont to take advantage of that. If you haven't booked a room now, you're out of luck. The hotels certainly are, I think the minimum price I saw for one of the hotels was 600 and something bucks for one night. That's cheap compared to some of them. So people were booking this last year and way in advance to make sure they had a room. And that's where it's going to be. April is not the warmest month of the year, right? So it can be on the cool side. We can even get snow. And also, we still tend to have a lot of cloudy weather, so it may be a wasted effort for some. We'll see. Hopefully, they'll clear this. Where we are at the mountains tends to be cloudier than in the valley, if that's any help. So, for those that are planning on visiting. So, it just seems to be the Green Mountains, which where we are, gets a fair amount of clouds. It seems like they just like to stick around the mountains. So I used to hike these mountains a lot, and that was always a blessing, actually, to hike the mountains when it was cloudy, because then you're not getting beat down by the sun when you get out in the open. So there's some good hiking up here. And of course, there's still some good skiing, even despite the lack of snow here. The ski areas are making a ton of snow. And I've been watching my friends post their videos of their skiing, and they seem to be doing okay. A little bit of iciness from the warm weather we had, but so not powder skiing by any stretch of the imagination, but it's passable. Let me think here. What else? I guess that's pretty much it. I know Maine got more snow than we did here, further north especially. I have friends and we have things like there. I actually recommend, my wife and I love watching this. If you haven't checked them out, go to the Brownville Food Pantry for Deer in Brownville, Maine. It's up in the northern part of Maine, and it's amazing. Every night at 9 o'clock every morning, they fill these troughs for feed for deer, and it's just fun to watch them, all sizes and ages of deer. And there's a lot of people in the chat that talk about it, and a lot of the deer have names, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, we find that it's very relaxing to sit there and watch them eat. So, let me think here. I do have an eBay channel, in case for some I know people have asked, and so if you are an eBay user, I am out there. There's a link to my eBay channel in my description of my channel here on YouTube, and there's a link to, I think, to my Poshmark channel as well, which I don't know how much on Poshmark right now. But I am kind of gradually grinding up to get a lot more of the eBay stuff out there, and we'll have a lot more over the next few months as I start spending more and more time on that. So let me see here. Am I forgetting anything else? No, I think that pretty much is it. I know I can talk forever. People, my wife drives my wife crazy. I can talk even when I'm not talking to somebody in person like this. So, and when I see perfect strangers, I can strike up a conversation if they're willing. So, so I've traveled a lot. I worked for IBM for many, many years, and kind of gotten to the point where you just got comfortable with talking to people. And I was in a rock and roll band and a blues band for a number of years, so you kind of across a lot of different people. So, okay. Well, let's start with the first item. I think I'll switch cameras over here so we can get to our table where most of the items are going to be shown. I think all the items are going to be shown tonight on the table. And we'll start with something simple. This is a Nantucket, vintage Nantucket dish, covered dish. It's I think people use it for potpourri, and you can see the name on the bottom. And Nantucket Home. I forget what the little sticker says here. Never leave a burning candle unattended. Oh. I'm not sure how you could put it. It'd be an awful short candle, but it's in good shape. Maybe a little dirty, but and the inside here, a little dusty from where it was stored. But it's intact. There's no chips or things, or cracks, or anything like that in it. So we're going to call this. This is a vintage Nantucket. Oh, good grief. My computer drives me crazy sometimes. I just had my cursor in the right spot and it still didn't take me. Nantucket. I'm just going to call this a dish. It could be used for whatever, but I think it's mostly from potpourri. We'll start this at $8 start, I think. See if there's any interest in that. And if you're joining later and you don't see us sold, I always try to be good about putting going once, going twice, last call, and sold in my chat. And if you don't see us sold, and you can always email me and ask if it's still available, and we can sell it to you for the starting price. So I have some mixture tonight of figurines, glassware, jewelry, couple of music boxes. Did I have maybe one oddball clothing item of sorts. Some rings. I can do some stones if there's anybody interested, and I'll mention that again later on. I sold a few last time, and I still have quite a few. I could put some polished stones in a bag and see if there's anybody interested. I get a variety of stuff. So, as usual. Okay, well, I don't see anybody in the chat right now. That's okay. We'll just keep on going here, chugging along, see what happens. And pardon me, but I may have to mute occasionally. My nose is a little runny tonight, and I may have to pause to blow my nose. So, all right, we'll pass for now on that. And go on. So let's see what else here. What was the other item I wanted to show next? I showed this in the last auction, but I'll show them again only because maybe somebody new here or didn't see them the last time. And we'll pull this out of the way. I have a bunch of costume rings. I'll go over each one. Get this out of the way. Store that someplace safe. There we go. Okay. We'll take you through each of these, and I'll double check on this. I didn't write the sizes down, so I'll actually check them as I go. And let me just set my clipboard out of the way here. Okay, so we have a bunch of rings. Let me move my light a little closer. Get some intensity there. There we go. Okay, so we'll start with the top row, and this one is a size. It's almost a 7, 6 3/4. This one is a gold tone. This is a adjustable, and I mentioned this last time. People think adjustable rings means they're inexpensive. Actually, this is a 5. And actually, back in the 40s or 50s, maybe even before that, 20s and 30s, I'm trying to remember what my wife told me, that adjustable rings were common because it was just easier to rather than try to sell ring sized. But that one is that. So that's adjustable, but that was the size it's at right now. Okay, this one's a really small. This is a size 4 3/4. That's a nice sparkle to look on. And I believe this one's also small. This one's a 4, almost a 5. Well, the light is just a little too much on that, isn't it? Let me turn that down a little bit. There. That shows the sparkle a little better without overwhelming you. The glare. That back in there. And this one's also smallish. This one's a 6. This one's a 6. None of these are marked that I can recall. This next one is a 7.5. They're very nice and nice. They're still good, pretty decent quality looking wise. This is similar to the one we had on the top row. This one's a 5. Looks like it's just a little over a 5. And this one's a 6, I think. No, so it's also 5.25. Pretty blue stone in that one. And it looks like a couple of little accent stones on the side, or rhinestones. Probably just a crystal, but gold tone. This one is a It's also a small one. This is a barely a 4, right into a 4, it looks like. It also has a nice little crystal there. And this big old statement piece here. This is a size 7, it looks like. Lots of color to that baby. And we'll start with the third row here. This one's also an adjustable. This one's currently at 5.5. That looks like a banded type piece. It's a simple. This one is 3 3/4. That's a pinky ring. Oh, focus. There we go. This one is marked, I think, but it's also adjustable. And we weren't quite sure what this was for stone in there. It's just shy of 7, but it's adjustable, so it can be made a little bigger. Obviously, it looks like it should be. It could be made smaller as well. This one may be marked. I can't recall. And the last one on that row is also gold tone. It's a 5 3/4. Pretty red crystal in it, and some accent clear crystals. And in the last bottom row here is this one here. That's a size 6 1/4, looks like 6 1/2, 6 1/4, right in that area. And this has got some little accents all around it. Also gold tone. And then this large baby here. This is falls right at a 9. We didn't fit in the slot of that. And then this little guy is a 6. Simple little silver ring. Nothing fancy, but terribly. No stones, I mean, just little decorations. And that is what we have for the costume rings at $4 for choice for one or more of those rings, if there's any interest. If not, we'll move on. I spent a fair amount of time talking about those. So, okay, let me turn the light back up a little bit. Okay, we'll pull those for now. If somebody sees one later on, just let me know what row and position. I will leave them as they are in the holder. Okay, let's see here. Just give me a second while I find a safe place for those. There we go. I'm a little crowded tonight in here for some reason. I just didn't have time to really rearrange much in here, so it is. I'm just going to be careful moving around so I don't bump into anything. I just got to check off what I've shown. Okay. I've got a really cute little trinket box. I'll start this at $6. I'll show you it here. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a stone. It is stone, but it's, so you can see it here. I was sticking on it one time. That was long gone when I got it. So a nice little pattern all the way around. It is about, well, I guess it's about 2.5 inches across. 2.5 on the inside. And with the top on it, it's about probably 2 inches tall. So I know with the camera angle it looks kind of weird, but that's what it is. So if there's any interest in this cute little white trinket box, I suppose if somebody who's artistic and they didn't think it was going to damage the value of it, you could paint that and make it even more decorative. You can see it's you can see that on the camera. I'm trying to get the angle right, but you see where it's been cut. The shadow's been cut. So, and then I don't know how they etch the pieces into it. It must be etched maybe or something. I don't know how they make those. But it's a cute little guy. Trinket box. All right, where is that? Angels. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to some jewelry. I got some stuff. Like I said, I'm going through a few things that I did not have in the preview, and well, I think the costume rings were, and this was. So, but there's a few more items I'm going to show you that were not in the preview. And I'll get into some of the preview items. Again, like I said, there's something like I mentioned in my beginning that you're interested in. Please drop a note in the chat. I will be more than happy to see if I've got something in-house here within reach that we can entertain. I'm just going to get this string off here. I have inventory tags on some of the stuff, and it just detracts from showing it. And I forgot to take it off. And I want to save the tag because I don't want to lose it. So pardon me. There. Just move the tag out of the way so it's not in the field of jewelry. Oh, come on. I had it going and then it stopped. There we go. Okay. So I have, this is a 925 chain with a gold stone pendant. I'll show it like this, but then I'll show it on the board as well. That one. So you get an idea what it looks like. Hanging. And I think this is a pretty long chain. Let me see here. It's like about 20 inches or so. It is marked, the chain is marked 925. And I believe the bail holding the stone is also 925. So let me bring the camera up. And so there's how it hangs. It's sterling silver chain. Let's see. So it's 0.925 chain with goldstone pendant. And we'll start this at 12. Is there interest in that? Oh, I didn't say pass for now on that. I always forget to do that sometimes. Okay, with the 0.925 chain, I'll bring this up closer. So I'm going to show it I don't know how the whiteboard's going to show it. We'll see here. Oh, actually, not too bad. And you can see goldstone is a created stone. Actually, there's the chain. You can see what the chain looks like, and then there's this goldstone pendant. Yeah, get the max on the light here. See if that helps. Showing the stone. You can see the little flecks in it. That's what it's got. It sometimes shows better in my hand than it does on the board. So let's do that. Yeah, there you go. You can see the flecks of gold tone in the stone. If there's any interest. Oh, hey, Gypsy. Thank you for your bid. So, and the next bid, if anybody else was interested, would be 12. Gotta move my water here before I knock it over. There we go. We'll say going once. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Gypsy JJ for $12. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put that in a nice little protective pouch and put your name on it. And let's see here. I have some Avon stuff. I'm not sure. I think I'll show one now. We'll start with that and get Gypsy's name on here. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's go with one of the Avon items I had in the preview. Let's start with this one. It's kind of an unusual set. It's considered vintage, I guess, from what little I could research on it. And it is a full set of earrings and necklace. And I'm going to get the earrings out here in a second. I have the original box. Here's the box it came in. And there are the earrings. And they are shepherd hooks, sort of style earring. I say sort of because they have a hook, but they have a clasp. So you don't see this. I guess I've never seen that too often in some of the stuff we've had. But so it's got a hook with a loaded clasp on it like that. So put that back in there. Put that there. And I'm trying to get the camera up so it's showing the whole thing. There we go. And should we turn this up again? Okay. So this is called Pierced Spice Colored Pendant Necklace. I'm not going to write that all down. So, the 3.5 costume ring inside the blue heartstone. Okay, let me grab that and show it to you. Make sure I get the right one. Blue, sort of blue. Just double check. Is this no, that's kind of green, isn't it? Blue. All right, I'm going to put it on, and if you can, oops, let me get that big guy off of there, and pick that up there. That's obviously not going to be it either. And turn the intensity down here a little bit so we don't get glare from the. So I think this is kind of a light blue, and then this is kind of a purple. I think this is the one you want. It was a 3.5. Oh yeah. That's got to be this one. This is really tiny. Yeah, this is the one I believe you're talking about. Okay. Let's say a yes or no in the chat, just to make sure I get the right one. And I will set that aside. And okay, great. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to bag that up too, just to make sure I don't misplace it. Okay. And just, oops. Okay. Set those aside. All right. So as I said, this is the first Avon piece. The three sets that I think were in the preview. So okay, let me get this. Oh yeah, let me put that down in the chat too. Ring 3.5 heart blue sold to Gypsy JJ. This to get the so it's documented. Okay, so okay, Avon necklace, and they call this pierced spice. And that's all I'm gonna put. Pierced spice set. And we'll start this at, let's say $8. Go from there. If there's any interest in this, and like I said, it is not marked Avon, but I did research it, and it is Avon, and it definitely is Avon. It's this lobster claw style clasp, and it's a 3-strand piece. This is almost looks like you could put an essential oil in it, the way it's set up, but I don't think that's what it's intended. I think the intent is just to have it the way it is. And then the earrings that match, if there's any interest. Okay. Yeah, I did check this out on the several different sites had it down as Avon, and not hanging very well. I apologize for that. Just the way I've got it set up on this board, I think. Earrings kind of in the way there. You see there's 3 strands. I may have it twisted. That's why. I see I may have not latched it correctly, and it's probably a little twisted. But anyway, just realized that when I look at it. But like I say, it even has the original box that it came in. Yeah, if there's no interest on that, we'll pass on that one for now. And okay. I'm just trying to keep track of my stuff going on here. And oh, right. Goldstone. This is where I wish I had a mod sometimes. One of these days, maybe. Convince my wife or somebody in the family to help out. All right, I'll bag this guy up, box this up for you, and put it back in its box. And we'll move on to the next item. Let's see here. What do we want to do next? I've got some Ray Dunn. If anybody's interested in Ray Dunn, I've got a Ray Dunn cereal bowl. It is not new. It has, some minor wear in the inside, but it says mine. So we'll start this at. Well, let's start at because it's used. I'm going to start it at $6. My screen just went weird. Oh, there we go. So you can see right done. Yeah, so you can see it's a little bit of wear on the inside, so that's what I said. It definitely has been used, but it's still in good shape. No damage anywhere on the edges or on the bottom. Really good shape. Anybody's interested in a redone dish? And that we will move on to we'll go with these two pieces next. I have some interesting little earrings. Let's see if I can. Oh, good. That's not going to be good. Okay. No interest in that. That's okay. Now, let's go on to some other jewelry. I'm going to put up a couple pairs of earrings. And both of these are 925. I wish I had a little card to mount these on. Maybe I do. Yeah, I do. See if we can do that. Make it a little easier for you to see them. They are marked. So, wow. I think these are brand new. I don't think they've ever been used. And grab cards, you can see them a little better. And we'll put them down here. The one pair there, one pair there. Let me bring them down. Okay, these are both sterling. And I will bring them up closer in a minute. We'll start these at $8, and I'll bring them up close so you can see them. So let's do this one first. This looks like little. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a bear paw or something like that. Earring. And you can see they're quite tiny. Give my finger for a reference here. Index finger. And they're post-style earrings. And then there's this pair. And I didn't, I don't know the manufacturer or anything like this on these, but these are also marked. And I left them on this card that we had them on. This is from, I think, years ago. And these are also posts. But, kind of a goldish. I can't tell you if it's I don't know if it's stone or what. I can't tell. It's just too tiny to see for sure. You do have some flash to them. Oh, hi, Jocelyn. Thank you for joining. So, I'll get that camera down about as close as I can to show those. If there's any interest in these earrings, I'll show them again. These are the little bear paw type ones. And then these gold. Yeah, I have no way of zooming with my camera. So I have to position the camera as best as I can. But okay. Oh, hey, Jana. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you all. Okay, well, those are the two pair, like I say, for choice. They are marked 925. Okay, well, we'll pass. I hope everybody's doing well this evening. We'll pass for now on those. Let's set them aside. I'm trying not to go too fast. I realize there's some lag. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I get to everything that was in the preview. Oh, let's try. Oh, there they are. I had a couple music boxes in the preview. The three pigs in the garden. I don't know if it's supposed to be the three little pigs or just happen to have to be pigs. But there's three of them, and they're in a flower garden. It is a Sancho movement, so as you can see by the S on there. It's like a resin in really good condition, maybe a little dusty. So three pigs in the garden, music box. We'll start this at 10. It's You Light Up My Life is the tune that's playing. If you haven't recognized it already. Not quite sure how that's to do with three little pigs in the garden, but I guess it's because of the flowers. Didn't be interested. Yeah, dust is always free, Gypsy. I try to clean some things, but when it gets something like this that has this much detail to it, actually what I use is a toothbrush usually, and a little bit of a very gentle cleaner like Dawn dish liquid or something like that. But I sometimes I just don't have time. You wouldn't believe the amount of ceramic stuff I've got sitting on shelves within about 5 or 6 feet of me. That they've been sitting. Some of them have been sitting there for a while, and you'll see some more of them in a little bit here. But actually, one of the best cleaners I use. My wife was a Watkins dealer for a number of years, and I still have some of the product. And I love their all-purpose cleaner. It's really gentle and does a good job of cleaning just about anything. You want to get the sticker residue off, it does it without hurting anything, which is really cool. Similar to like Dawn in the sense of very gentle but very, very effective at cleaning. But, yeah, I know. I should. You know, I used to have those because I worked on computers for most of my life, and I always had a can of air to clean my keyboard, but I don't have any anymore. So, of course, I got it for free at work, so too cheap to buy it, I guess. Okay, well, no interested in this. Just speaking of keyboards, I just bumped my keyboard. So we'll say pass for now on that. That's okay. Let's see. Like I said, I did say I have some ceramics, and I think this is an interesting one I came across. And I found out there's a matching one that goes with this. I wish I had it. I looked to see if I had it, but I don't. This is Ginger Rogers. And that is not a defect. That's a little bow that's on there. I'll show you up close in a minute. But so this is a Ginger Rogers figurine. And let me see. We'll start her at $8. And I'll give you some better information here. You'll see on the bottom, it was the Avon piece from 1984. So this is Ginger Rogers as Dana Barkley and the Barkleys of Broadway. And my wife's into these old movies, so she would know this movie by heart, I'm sure. The movie was in 1949, it looks like. In 1976, I'm not sure if 1976 MGM refers to, but anyway, but this was an Avon piece for collectible, and So that is Ginger Rogers. You can see the little bow there on her. And you see that's in excellent condition. And apparently there's a matching Fred Astaire piece to go with it. That's just dirt. Bottom here, it looks like. And if there's anybody who collects that kind of thing, or maybe I'm undercutting myself here on the price, and you can turn around and make a profit on it. I have no idea. As I said, there's a matching Fred Astaire. I did a little quick look online. There's a matching Fred Astaire piece that goes with this, which I thought it would be nice if I had it, but I did look. I just don't seem to have it. But I think somebody in the past had mentioned they were interested in female figures, so I made sure I brought a couple tonight, and this is one of them. So, and if you're into old movies and you enjoy that kind of collectible, there we are. Ginger Rogers. As my wife said, they always said she was the better dancer because she did everything Fred Astaire did in backwards. So there you go. Oops. Why did I do that? Okay. All right, we'll pass for that one. I'll just set it aside over here, out of the way. Okay, let's see. How about some more? I know it's a ways off yet, but I have a Mother's Day gift, and it's not too early to think about that. This is brand new. It is a bunch of this spoon. It says, "The bonds we have are everlasting." And the mug is there. You can see it's the original box it came in. Greatest mom. You are the mom that's always ready with lots of hug. Always there with encouragement, your open heart, and mother's love makes you the world's greatest mom. It has the same saying on the back. And this is an UNESCO piece. Children of the Inner Light. And we'll say $8 on this. And like I said, this is brand new. It went for $17 originally. I don't know if you can still get them. Need to put it back in the box where it's safe. Of course, when I ship it, I'll pack inside that box with whatever. It'll keep that from banging around and protect it. So, excuse me. All right. Well, thinking about that. All right, let's go back to some jewelry, I guess. Oh, yes. This is the pièce de résistance that my wife absolutely wasn't going to part with originally, but this doesn't work for her size-wise. Hold off on that for a second. Okay, we'll pass for now on the greatest mom gift. Again, as I always say, if somebody sees this later, just let me know. Okay, so we've got another ring, and this is Mystic Topaz size. Looks like 8 1/4 maybe. And it's marked S925. And what I found by looking this up is that it is most likely silver plate. Not silver, well, silver plate, but it is such a gorgeous ring. Let's see if I can get my hand steady here. Show it to you better. And let me dim this light again, because it does seem to work better with have not quite so bright a light. And you can see it's got little accent stones on the side. There's the size. A quarter looks like. So it has these little accent stones, like I said, on the side. And this is called a mystic topaz. From when I looked it up, it was pretty easy to find, actually. Very pretty ring. Just really nice eye catcher, I think. I think that's showing up pretty well with the lighting I've got now. So I found that if you turn the light up too high, it just, if I go to the max, it washes it out. Like that, sort of. But it is marked inside. I don't know if that'll show on camera. Let's see here if we can find it. Just a second. It is very hard to find the marking on it, but it is there. Sort of see it right there. So I had to get a loop on it to see it myself. That's how it looks on my finger. That helps. And that's my pinky. Very large hands. And as you can tell, I can't even wear a wedding ring. The wedding ring I had from many years ago won't get past my knuckles anymore. I have to get it resized. I couldn't wear it much when my original job at IBM, I worked in a lab. We weren't allowed to wear jewelry. So anyway, okay. I thought there might be some interest in that. Beautiful ring. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me. I'm just going to throw this out there and see if there's any interest. After this, we take this out of here. We'll pass some now on that. And I have. This is made by Anchor Hawking. Now, when you look it up, you might see some people calling it Fenton. It is not Fenton. It is Anchor Hawking. Fenton would be you can tell when you look at the bottom, it just doesn't have the smoothness that a really nice Fenton piece would have. But this is called Moonstone. It is considered vintage, and I have several pieces of it. I think there's a different one in the preview, but this is one of the pieces I have. And so a piece like this, for example, I would be looking for like around a $10 start. Yeah, Moonstone, exactly, Jana. I have two platters. I have a sherbet dish. I have a sugar dish. I have a heart-shaped dish, and I have a larger bowl than this one. This one's only 7 inches across. Not including the handles. Go without 6 inches across without the handles. About a little over 7 1/4 with the handles. So, but yeah. So Moonstone. We'll call this a 6-inch dish. If there's anybody interested in something like that, Gotta watch my fingers here. Dish. I would start this at 10. There's still some room on this if you're a reseller or if you're looking to complete a set. I'm really got to go back to where I got this and see if they have any more, because I think they do. And they just only had put a few pieces out, and I don't think they had any idea what they had there. But it's a really nice piece, and these are all these pieces I have are in perfect condition. This one I had to wipe out a little bit. This talk about dust. This one was really dirty and dusty, but it's in excellent condition. And then I have this heart-shaped piece as well. So if there's any interest in either one of those, this one's got a little handle. I think this is intended to be a candy dish. I'm guessing, the shape of it and everything. But again, excellent condition, no cracks, no chips, nothing. It is really, really, really good condition. Okay. Alrighty, we'll pass for now. There's no interest, but if somebody sees the video later and they say, I'm interested in some of the other moonstone stuff you have, just let me know. I would be more than happy to see what we can do. Okay. Back to some jewelry, I think. Well, actually, let me just go to a real simple thing here. Anybody who's a crafter out there, I have a bag here, and you can see I already have my foot on it. I have a bag here of just on a string of polished stones. I guess I'll have to guess the length. It looks like 12, maybe 14 inches. Yeah, worth of stone that somebody could use for making their own jewelry. It's just on a string, a little nylon string. $8. Buy it now. Oops, I didn't hit the enter key on the other thing. There's any interest in that? And it looks like it's a mixture. There's some very pale amethysts, some smoky quartz, or some agate in there. If there's anybody who does, makes their own jewelry or would like to make some of their own jewelry, there they are. All nice and polished. And obviously drilled on a string, so just a matter of your own creativity. Is there any interest in that? If not, we'll pass for now on that. I just thought I'd throw that out there just in case there is some crafters out there. I know occasionally people like to do their own stuff. This is sort of some stuff we had from back in the day when we made jewelry. So I have those little sectioned bins, little small sectional bins. You get a handful of those that are just full of beads and stuff like this. Is any interest? Okay, let's get that out there. The other thing I have for a piece of jewelry, which is really interesting, is a cute little lava stone bracelet. And it's tiny. It is it's like about 2 inches in diameter. It is on a stretchable piece of material with one little piece right there. That's a whole heart shape right there. This is lava stone. Yes, that's exactly what. So it is made from lava rock. And I don't know what they want for that. $5 if there's any interest. A lava stone bracelet. We'll jump into some more Avon stuff. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, we'll pass for now on that. I don't like to linger. There's not much going on, so I'll just take that out of there, and we'll go off to another Avon in the box. Avon with the box. Double strand flower necklace. That's yellow. Move this guy up and bring the camera up. Try to straighten this up so it looks, at least it looks even. There we go. Okay. That looks like I need to turn the light down again. There. That helps a little bit. Again, there's the box. It was listed as that's in French on one side, by the way. Double strand flower necklace yellow. That's what they called it. Avon, I'm just going to call it yellow necklace. And we'll start this at $8. $8 seems to be a number I'm throwing out on a lot tonight. All right, so let's show this thing up close. And I don't know if it's going to show well against that black, so I'm going to take it off of there. Again, this is one I looked up to confirm that it was Avon. But you know, when stuff comes in a box, it says Avon on the box. You really wonder, but this one really is Avon. And so there's it looks like up close. Here's the clasp. If I can get to it on the screen here, on the window, on the camera. Is there any interest in Avon tonight? Okay. That was one of the items was in the preview. Trying to make sure I don't forget what was in the preview. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm usually more talkative. I just was trying to read my list here and make sure I don't forget something. Okay. Royal Dalton. Oh, Germany and the like. Okay. I knew there was somebody out there. I thought there was Eugenia, but I could not remember for sure. Because I do have Avon stuff. That one's Avon also, yeah. Now I'll have to look. I have others on the shelf not too far from me. But, and I have some others in storage. I take out. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll pass for now on this. And I have really interesting bracelet. Yeah. Just very carefully here, so manage it. Okay. This actually has the original box that came in. It's a gold tone bracelet. Just sit there like this, and these have it has a safety chain on it. And we'll talk about this in a second here. We'll start this at 10. Okay, so you can see it does have the safety chain. It's a pops open like so. You saw that, okay? Yeah. Has little stones in it. There's one red one right there in the middle, and then four white ones, 2 on each side. It is marked very clearly, by the way. I didn't get it even show up on camera. As soon as my screen comes back, LDADPR. I believe that's the manufacturer, but I don't know for sure. Here's where the hinge is, and here's where the clasp is. And it's about, it's like just shy of a little less than 2.5 inches. Looks like that way. Not perfectly round. I'd say 2.25 inches is on the safe side. So if there's any interest in that bracelet. See, let's get those stones embedded in it. Yeah, it's in really beautiful condition. And like I said, it even has a box that came in. This nice little belt line box and paper. If there's any interest in that beautiful bracelet. And I believe it may be vintage, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay. Okay, we'll pass for now on that. Move that along. And I had, let's see, there's no interest in the moonstone. Where's the other thing? We'll set this up. We won't use it just yet. And okay. I have this really cute little Avon brooch. It is marked Avon. So what did I say? These are $8 again popping up. This is definitely vintage. I'll bring it close here. So it has a little chain hanging on it, like, the people who wear the chain around their eyeglasses to hold it on. So, um, and it's got on the corner here, it's got some little rhinestones in the corner of the glasses. Let me switch this around so I can see the back and pin. The pin does not stick out beyond the clasp, so there's no stabby factor there. But it is marked Avon right on the center there of the piece. It is must be 2 inches, so just a little 2.25 inches, 2.5 almost inches across. If there's any interest in that. Avon eyeglass piece, eyeglasses brooch or pin. I call it a brooch because this is the size of it. And if there's no interest in that one, I also have this other Avon piece. It's also a pin or a necklace, and this one's more clearly Avon. Same price. And it's got like a pinkish stone in it. This is definitely vintage from the looks of it. The colors, the pattern, everything else. It's a pink. The stone is a darker pink than what you see on, at least from what I'm seeing on my picture here. Let me turn the light down a little bit more. Maybe the pink will come out better. No, maybe not. And if I turn it up too much, it just really washes it out. But so those are the Avon pieces I have for tonight. I have some more, but as far as brooches go. And I won't focus. There we go. Okay. We'll pass for now on those then. Oh yeah, my other music box is coming up. This was in the preview also, so I want to make sure I showed it. And this still has the original sticker that says I am musical on it. What's interesting about this particular Sankey will move it again in this is it has an on-off button on it. So wind it up. It needs to be wound up. Oh, it does from the movie Mary Poppins, Whiskers and Kittens, and all the things I have known, or something like that. Yeah, that's so. Let's see here. What do we want for the guy? Oh yeah, we'll start with $10 dog music box. Starting bid of $10 for him. So if you don't, what's nice about these kind of spots, you can just reach down and you can turn it off. Oh, this even has a Flame Bro sticker on it. Oh, you saw that. I had it upside down. Flame Bro. My favorite thing. Yes, thank you, Gypsy. So my wife is the music one that can pick out show tunes much, much better than me. I know we knew the tune. I just couldn't remember the title. I could think of the words. I just couldn't think of the title. Anyway, cute little guy, and he's in excellent condition. No damage, no chips. It's fairly dust free, actually. This one, really good shape. So, okay, let's see here. Yeah, switch back over to some jewelry. Pass it on that. Put it aside. Wait, oh yeah, that's where I kept them. I knew I had it in a safe place. Okay, I have this another interesting necklace. We'll bring up, and it's on a corded necklace, black metal piece with a lucite center on it, and I think over. I'm gonna guess it's 18. Let me see here, real quick. It does have an extender on it, so I'll try and do it without the extender. 16 without the extender, so the extender adds another inch or two to that. Oops, interesting it. And so it does have a extender chain. Let's see, am I showing that on camera correctly? There we go. Yep, a little lobster claw. There's the pendant. Put it on there. Come on, stay. Get my hands out. Stay tonight. The forest scene of sorts on the side. Black framed little piece. And for that, I did it again. Just did it again. Oh, that's me, not it. Let's see. So I'm starting this at $7. So I'm going to call this the Black Forest Pendant Necklace. Start this at $7. Is any interest? I'm just going through my list here of things, making sure I got everything on. And I've got two more pieces here. Okay. Nobody interested in the necklace. We'll pass for now on that. And we'll switch over to the last of the Avon necklaces that was in the preview. The turquoise one. And this was a set also with earrings. And these earrings also had a similar clasp like the other one. They're a gold tone. Let me show you the clasp first and you see how it is. That is the clasp. And it goes right there. And I think I'm going to turn the light up again a little bit. There we go. Again, this has got a gold tone to it. It's interesting. This has two clasps on it. I'm not sure why. But this one actually does have an Avon tag on it right there. And this one, I have the original box it came in. This is called a turquoise color triple strand gift set. There's the box that came in. So, Avon turquoise. Oh boy, where's the R? Quoise set. We'll start this at $8 also, if there's any interest. And I will show the earrings up close here. Here's the earrings. And we'll show the necklace up close. That shouldn't be too much. Let me turn the light down again. Yeah. The triple strand. And the earrings. If there's any interest in that set. Okay, well, we'll pass for now on this. I know there was somebody in the past that was interested in Avon stuff, no matter any kind of Avon stuff. So I made sure I brought some stuff tonight, but maybe they're not in the audience, and that's okay. We'll just get through them at some other time. Ask in the future. Okay. Oh yeah, I did have one more figurine. This was called Summer Bride by Avon. Let me get the light turned a little brighter on this one. I think it won't hurt to have some better light. And you can see this is an Avon piece. Again, from the 1986. It's called Summer Bride. Fine porcelain. In excellent condition. And where did I find it on my list here? Yeah, we're starting. This is going to sound familiar. Avon Summer Bride for $8. Start. If there's any interest. Okay. And we got a sip of water here. Quiet up there tonight. But that's okay. I am so far sticking with Tuesday nights. If that works for me. If I'd known JJ wasn't going to be on last night, I probably would have done last night as well. I was trying to decide to do 2 a week, and I just haven't been able to push myself to do it yet. But I may try again. And I've been thinking about Whatnot, but I haven't jumped into the pool yet. We will see. Okay, we'll pass for now on this. Excuse me. We'll set it off to the side. Let's do these. I think I had this in preview. Yes, I know I did. I have this vintage glass set. It is called, and there's 2 pieces here. It's set them both up. Get this out of the way. And turn the light back up a little bit. I think that helps. Okay. So let me try and describe what this is. It's made by Anchor Hawking. It's called a daisy and button fan dish. And you can see that they're in excellent condition. No chips, cracks, or anything on either one of them. You can see there's a little indentation here for a cup. And what we have done, okay, so let me just put these up first. This is the Anchor Hawking daisy and fan dish. We're starting this at, like I said, $10 for those. For the pair. Everything, is that right? No. Yes, for the pair. Must be for the pair. So what I have done is this is my wife's idea, and I thought it was a great idea, is we have cups that would work with this. They would fit in that spot. But she said, maybe we should do something a little more exciting than just another clear cup. And so I've got red. Take that sticker off. I got a pair of red and a pair of green. That was nice. And there's the green. I gotta take them out of the wrapping here. And so she was saying, well, why don't we, instead of having a clear glass, you have it with a red glass or a green glass, or you can have a clear glass and give you a choice. So you could each glass set or pair, we're starting at $8 for the pair. And then you could pick which set you wanted, the clear, the red, the green, and then buy the fan dish for the $10 for the pair. Anyway, it's just interesting. Don't know if anybody would be interested, but I just thought we'd throw it out there towards the end of the auction here. I'm getting ready to wrap it up because I'm getting low on what I had planned to show. And these are called Federated Heritage Cups. The red ones and the green ones are also vintage, but I could not determine the manufacturer. But I'm guessing they probably are. All of this is either is vintage, definitely vintage stuff. So I didn't know if there'd be any interest in anything like this with this group, or anybody watching this later on. I thought I'd throw it out there. So, okay. And let me see. There was something else I wanted to show. I think tonight. Let me just while it's up there, and people can ponder it for a minute or two. Not a minute or two. I'm not going to leave it that long. I just want to look something up real quick. Okay. All right. Well, we'll pass for now on those, and that's okay. I just thought it'd be something interesting for folks, and didn't know if anybody would be interested in something like that. The red and green cups were actually pretty hard to come by. We had this in mind and searched and finally found some. So, but these will end up separately on eBay at some point. Okay. What was I going to show? Oh, yeah. Figures. I found these recently. And hang on a second. Dirt. Piece of dirt there. Okay. Got it. These are Narco-ware. Now, I know it's not Royal Dalton, Gina, if you're still watching. But these were made in Japan. There's a sticker on the bottom. I'll show you in a minute. And so this is the female. This is the male. They're both in good condition. You see on the bottom where it says Narco-ware, and there's even a serial number of sorts. And then that sticker, I think you can read it on camera here. It says National Pottery Company, Cleveland, made in Japan. Now, I don't know what the marking in ink on there means, but it says it looks like a 98. And then she has the similar marking and I think the same number. So they must have been a set. But and I'm selling them as a set, of course. So Narco-ware figurines. We'll start this at $10 for the pair. How's that sound? If there's any interest, let me show you both of them up close. You see there's nothing wrong with them. This is normal on the bottom. This is the shape of the bottom. It's not chipped. They're a little dirty. I haven't had time to clean them. There's the gentleman. If there's any interest in those. Just crossing out things on my list that I've shown. Put that on. Put in here. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Nobody has a passing interest in those, so we'll pass for now. And I got one last piece of glassware that I wanted to show, and this is, I'm trying to get the name of it right. It is called, let me see if I got it on my list, other list here. This is Vintage Federal Glass Green Norse Ribbed Dishes. Dishes, yes. Okay, let me get these two folks out of the way. Okay. And this is essentially a chip and dip set. And it is in perfect condition. It's got this ribbing. There's no markings on it. But from one of the things I saw, apparently there was a wire bracket that would hang here, and the dish, this would sit on like that. I don't know if I'd trust that around most people to anyway. But there they are. So this is a vintage, what do they call it? I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna copy it from my other list here. Starting bid of $15. And that's for the set, not each. And it's not large. The large bowl. When I had the large in my inventory, I have a large bowl, small bowl. So, and again, they need to be cleaned. A little dirt in there, but they're in excellent condition. No cracks, no chips. It's just beautiful shape, really. Anybody be interested in those types of things? Let's see, I had a couple of other items, maybe. Oh yeah, I had 2 more pairs of earrings I could show you, I think. Well, at least the one pair here, I guess. We'll go with that. I have some other Avon earrings I showed, I think, last time. Let me show them again. Show these on a card so you can see them better. And then we'll call it a night, probably. Okay, we'll pass from now on these guys. And we'll put them away safely. And hopefully I'll get them all on eBay soon. See, I'm looking around to make sure. Did I forget something? I think it's the last of what I had written down for tonight. And that's a pair of earrings. And they have a cloisonne style bead here. Little purple flowers. You can see them better. Goldtown shepherd's hook. There's a little crystal on top. Set this down. Bring the camera down so you can see it. We'll start these at $5. Let's see. Let's see if there's something else I could tease you with. I can't see anything that I haven't shown recently. Like I said, the more of the moonstone pieces I didn't show, and for those that may have, hey, Marlene, 1776. Okay. Oh, she ended at 5. I didn't see that. I turned around for a second and somebody sneaks in a bid. Well, there we go. All righty. I think you're new to me. So if you could, you see my email on the screen. If you could email me your real name as well as your YouTube name so I know who it is who and your shipping information. Oh, yeah. She thought, the fan dishes were nice, but they don't, she said they're not eye-catching, adding a little color to them. So we did find these 2 pairs of red and green cups that would fit them and thought, well, we'll just pair them up and see if anybody's interested in either set paired up. Probably what I'll do is I may pair them up with one set on eBay and see how it goes. Maybe the red or the green. I haven't decided yet. Marlene Estefan. Oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't recognize the YouTube name. Cool. Oh, well, I have your information. Cool. Okay. Well, we'll say going once. Going twice. Let's call sold. Oh, wait, didn't you? Oh, you're the same one that you must have maybe changed your name. I had a Marlene that bought a pearl piece for me last week. So is this the same person? Maybe I'm just not paying attention. Ah, yes. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'll put that with your other item. Cool. Thank you. Okay. I'm just double checking, make sure I didn't overlook something that I planned to show tonight. I always have. Oh, gee, there's one more piece. Another necklace. I've showed this a while back. I mean, a while back. It's probably maybe a couple months ago now. This is this necklace on a super long sterling chain. I think this chain is like 20 inches or something ridiculous. 20, probably 24. 24-inch chain. That's crazy. Let me set this up. It's a very delicate little chain. I'm going to show the chain first, and then cross my fingers so you can see that it's a very delicate chain. So on that delicate little chain is one. Bring the camera up. One nice chunk of amethyst with faux pearls wrapped in, I think, silver wire. It's no way of knowing for sure, but the chain I know is sterling. And show the pendant itself and the wire wrapping around it. It's got some heft to it. And yeah, this in the back here so it doesn't slide down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Focus. Okay. Amethyst on 24-inch 0.925 chain. Oh, I have to start this at 15, I think. And I will provide a gift box if needed. That's why I kept it in. So. You see, some of the things I'm showing now weren't in the preview. I always had. I don't fit everything into the preview that I can. Oh, maybe there's another piece I haven't shown. Buried underneath the moonstone stuff. Let me grab my stand for that. Okay. So yeah. So that is on sterling. Yep, and it is a long chain. I've been tempted lately to switch it off that chain to something shorter, but it depends on how you like to wear these things, I guess. And you can always move it to a different chain. It's got a large enough bail that you can put it on any size chain you wanted. But that's the way we happen to have it today. So I think this was something from our jewelry business from 20 or 30 years ago that I can recall. And some of the stuff we just forgot we had. Okay, we'll pass for now on that. And so let me show the last item, I think, for tonight, unless I see something else that I've forgotten. I have this hand-painted dish, Nippon, made in China. Get that upside down? No. Right side up. So, any pearls jewelry? Oh, you did ask about that before. I have my bin right here, or one of my bins. Let me see if there's anything in that bin. Anyway, this is a Nippon dish. I think it's about 7 inches across. No, wrong one. Yep, 7-inch. We'll start this at, I'm going to throw my number out there again, $8. Seems to be the number I like to use tonight. Let me see. I had a bin full of jewelry in front of me. No. Got a lot of pins in here, brooches, pendants, pendants, crosses, beads, another amethyst piece with a bat. That's interesting. Amazonite. Okay, nothing in that one. I'll leave that dish up there for a few minutes while you guys think around it. And just happen to put a few of these. Oh, we do have another little pearl nut bracelet. Let me show that one to you in a minute. Oh, actually, I got a lot of nice stuff in here. Oh, he's got some decent stuff in here. Didn't know it was out of reach. Oh, well. Okay. We'll pass for now on this. Pretty little dish. And put that with the other breakables. I did find a little small pearl-like bracelet. I want to say I don't know if it's real pearls or not. Probably not. But I think this is. It's got these little green beads in here. You can see. I'm trying to hold it still so it focuses. And then these other larger beads that look like they have a rose on them. And here's the clasp. Let's see how long this thing is. Oh, 7-inch. So, that's what I'm trying to decide. How much? Let's say 5. We'll put that in the chat so we have it official. Now, I don't know if they're real or not. I don't think they are. I'm trying to look up how close are to me. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but when you look at close up like that, they're knotted in. They're not knotted in between, but it's typically only on a necklace. So, but can you do a lot with pearl jewelry? That's the piece I could get my hands on up close. Let me see what I got. If there's anything else in this other bin. Unfortunately, the bulk of the stuff I'm working with is. That's not pearls, that's stone. if you want to give me a minute, I'm going to mute and look to see real close by. I have another pin. Hang on just a minute. Well, that's really cool. Orthodox Easter May. Yeah. I have a former coworker of mine that was, he always is saying, yeah, he celebrates Christmas in January and Easter much later than usually. Yes. So it was always fun with him. And hear him digging through some boxes here and just double checking that I know I have more. I just was hoping it was in one of these boxes that was close by. And no. Oh, would something like pink pearls work? I have those. They're not real, I don't think. They're pink. I think it's a thing as a pink pearl, but they're pearl white. And one more thing to dig through here. I mean, I have a ton. You wouldn't believe how many bins of stuff I've got. Oh, I shouldn't say we have got. I even have. I even have this one. It's a bracelet with a watch. There's a clasp right here that connects onto the watch. I am more. It's pretty much what I have. It looks like, and what I can grab quickly. So yes, just a moment. I'll take you through each piece. Well, you already saw the first bracelet, and then there's this one that's pink and has this piece on it here, and oh, this is the weird one. Yeah. So, pardon me, my choice of words, but this looks like it's a clasp, but it isn't. It doesn't come apart there. And that is about 18 inches long. Yeah, they're all full pearls as far as I know. Well, obviously the pink ones, definitely. I don't think this is doing this, unless they dyed them. And then here's another one here with this one actually does have a clasp that comes apart. So, and these are much more delicate. And this one is 15 inches in length as a necklace. And then there's this weird, this is a watch bracelet. This clasp is a little funky, but and there's that. And I don't know if the watch works or it just needs a battery. not ticking right now, so I'm assuming it needs a battery. It's a Geneva watch. So, but yes. Interesting stuff, huh? So that is almost everything. Let me write it down a bit. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces there. The first one you already, I already gave you a price on. As if this is something you're interested in, or any one of these, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, this was a strange one because it looks like it's a clasp, but it's not. This one is a clasp. Without the pink. I don't know what the watch bracelet would go for, but I don't know if the watch works. So I'm going to give you, how about 15 for everything? Why is it doing this to me now? Hang on. I just lost my comments. There we go. So. Okay. Okay. Sold. And I'll add that to the other items you have. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. I just have been lucky that I happen to have just outside my door. I happen to have 2 big boxes of stuff, and as I've been trying to sort through it. So, oh hey, Randy at Moon Valley Crafts. Oh, hey, that's a new one to me. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you had a chance to go back and look at some of the things from earlier if you haven't been watching. If there's anything in particular you want me to go back and show again, I can. Why do they like pearls? Hard to find as jewelry in Ethiopia. Oh, right. Yeah. I know. It's one of those words you don't hear about in the news. So it seems like a lot of that goes on. I hear about it sometimes because of the churches I know of that have missions over there. So, well, she hasn't been buying everything, but she's been buying a lot, and I appreciate that. So, well, I'm happy to be able to provide that for you, Marlene. If I come across anything else, I will definitely try and bring them. I see you said that was coming up in. When did you say that was in May? So I will try to bring more in my next couple of auctions and see what I can dig out from some of the bins. Like I said, we've got stuff that goes back 20, 30 years. Oh, as they say, 30 plus years that we're still trying to figure out what to do with it all. So. Okay, well, I'm going to call it a night. 10 o'clock is about it for me. And unless there's somebody else that really wants to see something else, I'm going to say switch cameras here. And so, I hope everybody has a happy Valentine's Day. And thank you for joining me tonight. And Didn't tell too many stories tonight. A little bit at the beginning, kind of, sort of, but sometime I'll regale you with some of my stories of Maine. And usually I bend on Tuesdays at 8, Randy, mostly. I have occasionally been on some other people's channels, and I'm still, doing that whenever I'm given the opportunity. But I been staying on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, 8 to 10 usually. I usually go 2 hours. So I appreciate that. And I try to send out a preview the day before as much as possible. Sometimes it's the same day, but often the day before. So you can go back and look at my previews, and you can go back and look at my previous auctions. They're all out there, of course, on my channel. And as I always say, if you see something that doesn't have a sold, email me. It may not be on eBay yet, or even if it is, I'll still sell it to you online. So, alrighty, I'll say have a great Valentine's Day, everyone, and hopefully stay warm and dry wherever you are, and have a pleasant remainder of your evening. And have a good night.